All right, let's get started here. New year, new Lostbelt. Let's see how that goes. Also have to turn up the volume on my own audio here so I can hear it. Alright, there you go. I could probably turn up the song just a little. Yo, Delante, how you doing? Let me just tweak the settings a little. New Year's special panel. You got 30 Saint courts for logging in. Early bird, we are here today. Happy New Year, y'all. Alright, hello, welcome, Eric. Hey, Hotshot, hello, hello. Alright, let me turn this up, the audio just a little. Alright, that should be good right there. One of these is hotter than the other one. Okay, so this is not as hot as the other one. Let me turn this one down a little. Alright. Alright, that should be good right there. Yo, Delante. You got a roll now? Not for the priest? I ain't rolling for that guy. I mean, like, Happy New Year, Happy New Year. I understand he has like infinite guts and stuff. That's cool. But it's like, Yorokove. Yeah. And so it's like, Sa. Gohobio dayo. There's all these other guys too. It's just a priest and that's it, right? That's all they got. What glor? So about that, I got this. Let me show you this one. I wonder if it already processed it through. Let me go over here. Let me see. Did it process it? It's just a regular. Hold on, go here. It's the one with the alien on it. I don't know. Oh, there's Ultra. Oh yeah, there's her. That's right. There's her as well. Let me see if it works. Does it work? No, it probably doesn't work. No, it doesn't work. Wait. Let me check. That's some more troubleshooting. more troubleshooting. Yeah, we'll get it next time though. We were close though. All right, let's get started here. Oh yeah, let's get the clipboard. The present box is almost stuffed to the brim as well.
Raiko-san, Budika-san, Chacha-san からお年玉が届いています。
Level 4, like at level 50, level 60,
ありがたくいただこうと思います。
70, 80, 90.
何を買いましょうか。考えるのも楽しいですね。先輩。
They want you to do interludes. I don't have a single craft as this to level 70. There's New Year stuff on the Mana map. Oh yeah, that's right. You get a nice little stuff in the shop. Yeah, let's go to the shop too before we go all that. Oh yeah, see, look, this would have been Castoria if we would have got Castoria this year. Assassin class is missing. Alright, let's just receive all of it. So we went from 23 to 37. Let's go grab those stuff too in there before we forget. Yep, I have the Lady Avalon. It's a great deal. We'll take this. So here we're going from, let's see how much QP we have here. If it tells you on, it probably doesn't tell us on the screen, does it? No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
Let's get one random. I just want to see how much QP I have. Alright, I have 6 million QP. You're checking the present box? Okay.
そろそろクエストに戻
So we're going from 6 million QP to
いらっしゃいマスター君。アイテム交換だね。まだ見ていく？マナプリズムと交換？用意した甲斐があったな。
So we should have 10.6 million. Oh yeah, there you go. 10.10. Yep. There it is. A drop in the bucket. XP cards. Exchange for 1 4-star XP. Now it's fine. The buster stuff. Okay, yes, we definitely need this. We'll take all this entire stock. I have a million QP. Dang. There's the XP card sets there. We'll take these foes. We might take those foes. I don't know. You have unlimited ley lines for what lies ahead. New month as well. You grab that. All right. All right. Let's get some story started then. On December 31st, 2019. This was like 5 years ago. Not just joking. The entire. Oh wait, this was 6 years ago. I forgot. It's 2025 now. You're gonna have, whenever you write on physical paper, it's always like during the first week where you put 2024 down. You're like, darn, I gotta erase it. Gotta put 2025 down. The entirety of human history was erased in a single stroke. Every trace of civilization was wiped out. In its place, the earth was left a bleached wasteland. I'm going to Lostbelt No.4 in 2025. No one knew why or how it was done. All that was clear is that humanity had been utterly defeated. No, it was worse than that. We never had a chance to fight back. Our destroyer was known as the Foreign God, a being from a distant star wielding unfathomable power. About to beat the last one? It's never too late. Anity, Christadia, we have a message for all of humanity. The planet will soon be reborn as an old, brand new world. Human civilization was a mistake. The path of our growth was incorrect. And so I have made my decision. I will revolt against all of human history. Proper human history. We are about to fill this world with inhuman mystic secrets. We will restore the age of gods. To that end, the gods have descended from a far-off galaxy, and in their wisdom, they have used 7 seas to select new leaders. These leaders will remake this planet as they see fit, and the one who reigns supreme shall be given the right to renew the world itself. The life forms from proper human history will not be permitted to take part in this war, or even to view it from the sidelines. Trees of creation have sprung up all across the land. Now all of the old humanity's endeavors will be set aside, frozen. My name was Woodin, Christadia, Woodin. On behalf of the 7 cryptors, I have a message for those of you who escaped from Chaldea. No, rather, I have a message for the scant few remnants of the human race. We will be the inheritors of this planet's history. Cryptors, the 7 masters of the old Chaldea who were supposed to save the world. David, Sen Void. We haven't met this guy yet. Ophelia. Okay, I like how they color coded here. Ophelia, who's dead. Beryl, Gut. Oh yeah, the homie Beryl. Katak Zimplus. We have Akuta Hinako, which was Yumeiren. Scandinavian. Pepe. Wait, this guy's Scandinavian and was not in the Scandinavian Lost Belt. Pepe and their supposed leader, the foremost disciple of Chaldea's first director, Cristadia Woodine. The homie. Yeah, the homie. No one had ever been certain they were still alive, but no sooner had they awoken than they turned on the world they had been meant to protect. Chosen by the foreign god, the 7 cryptors were entrusted with caring for the Tree of Emptiness. He's like, deal? Alright. The enormous tree that appeared around the world after its scouring. Each Tree of Emptiness was followed by a Lost Belt, a hypothetical history that had been pruned from the chronicle of humanity. There was the Russian Lost Belt, where humans had fused with beasts in order to survive in an ultra-cold environment. There was the Scandinavian Lost Belt, where Ragnarok, gone Auri, had robbed the world of any possible future. And there was the Chinese Lost Belt, where a single ruler who achieved immortality carried the rest of mankind on their shoulders. Kishi Huang, alright? These and other Lost Belts were to grow their territory, with the one emerging triumphant becoming Earth's official history. As far as cryptors were concerned, their only enemy, or rather competition, was the other cryptors, competing to establish their Lost Belt's dominance. The few remnants of the old human history, of old humanity, Chaldea, were no more than a tiny bump in the road. Before the world was wiped clean, the cryptors had mounted an attack on the Chaldean security organization, headquartered and destroyed them. Chaldea was frozen solid, and race shifting, the only possible means by which humanity could have prevented the Great Reset, was lost. And Da Vinci died, thanks to Kotokire, that bastard. Actually, no, he upgraded Da Vinci, so I can't hate him. I don't mind. Okay, but though many lives were lost, and the survivors were forced to make a desperate retreat, the last master of Chaldea still lived. He was like, you know what, this Da Vinci will not join you. Take the other one instead. Thanks to the Shadow Border, the all-terrain void transporter that had been developed in secret, and its cross-dimensional zero-cell traversal method, the survivors successfully escaped into void space. Having evaded the Great Reset, they emerged in the Russian Lost Belt a few months later, in April of 2020. They went on to defeat Kadak Zemplis, the cryptor assigned to the Russian Lost Belt, overthrow the Lost Belt King, Ivan the Terrible, and cut down the Tree of Emptiness. Let me turn down a little, because I think my voice is competing with the audio a little. Let me just do it 1 notch here. There we go, 1 notch should be good. I don't think it should overpower me too much. Then, after another battle in Scandinavian Lost Belt, they arrived at the Wandering Sea, a workshop that was home to the only other survivor of humanity. Now they have gained a new ally in Sion Itman, an alchemist from Atlas Institute, left in charge of the Wandering Sea, and are setting out on the next steps of their quest to defeat the cryptors and the foreign god. So how was that recap? Did I do a good job jogging your memory? Yeah, we're gonna just forget about that Chinese Lost Belt. Or what about the Chinese Lost Belt or the other things that happened? Oh, you do not need me to tell you about those. They just happened recently, after all. It's like, we did that last year though. Alright, I'll stop these New Year jokes. I will save the recap on Gordolf's Grand Adventure for another time. Anyway, it has now been a few months since you returned from the Chinese Lost Belt. Once you're all rested up, I'm going to have you head on out to your next order, Lostbelt No.4, where you will investigate a strange lost belt that has been repeatedly expanding and contracting. Moreover, the capital will be joining in on your adventure into a dazzling realm of Indian mythology. Alright then. Of course, if I had known that it would take this long to get ready, I wouldn't have hyped it up quite so much. My original calculations had me modifying, convincing Captain a bit sooner than this. Hey, it wasn't your fault we all got caught up in that ordeal. Honestly, I'm just glad we were able to verify that we can actually race shift again. Indeed, we now know for certain that we are able to race shift from the Watering Sea as well as from Chaldea. While the ability to observe time and space outside the Lost Belt may not help in our efforts to remove them, having more options available can only be a good thing. Though that's not to say some of us aren't a bit worse for wear. I say, Director Gordov, has your weight returned to normal yet? He's still plump as ever. It has. Not that I have any say in that matter. I still don't think it's right that I was the only one who didn't get to go on break. Nor do I see why we need an obsolete relic like race shifting when we have the zero cell. Go on, Mooney, you know I'm right. Tell them how you and the whole staff are just as sick and tired of race shifting as I am. What you're talking about, they're both mind-blowing technological achievements. You just gotta use them right. Also, I was on the staff at the original Chaldea too, so if anything, I'm way more used to race shifting. You agree with me, right, Paragon? Race shifting is a way more fun than zero selling, isn't it? Honestly, neither one is exactly a walk in the park. A tool boy? Alright, well, why did I have to be born so race shift compatible? Oh, never mind all that. Sion, there's something I've been meaning to ask you. We know now that the Cryptor's accused leader, accursed leader, Kristali Wudim, is an Atlantic lost belt. I'm also told it's the largest lost belt in the world by far, and that the branches of its tree of emptiness cover Earth's entire stratosphere. So what possible point could there be in making a pit stop at this lost belt in India? It is not a pit stop. We need to go there to ensure our chances of victory are as high as possible. According to Trismegistus, the ocean occupies most of the Atlantic Lost Belt's territory. And we are not talking a modern-day ocean here. We are talking about one from the Age of Gods, filled to the brim with ether and demonic beasts. As things stand right now, we have no way of crossing an ocean like that safely. If you were to enter the Atlantic Lost Belt now, you would just end up as much as seaweed. I see. Does that mean we can't get there in the border? I'm afraid not. C and I have been talking about it, and we both came to the conclusion that it's just not possible to make that border seaworthy while preserving its existing functionality. Just because it can sail in void spills doesn't mean it can do the same in reality space. Each ocean requires a completely different means of traversal. It's like all that pressure on top of it is something else. And since the border is an all-terrain void transporter, we can't allocate that many resources only to make it capable of sailing on real water. I guess we could technically do it if we made the hull bigger, but if we did that, we wouldn't have nearly enough staff to run it. A vehicle that size would need to be at least 60 professionals to be operated. Can you guess what resource we are lowest on just now? We don't have staff people. I guess that would be human resources. When we and the rest of the border staff are all doing their best, but... Right, so you're going to acquire what we need in the Indian Lost Belt. And then that's also more people to feed as well. So there's more rations to think about. Oh. So you want us to recruit more people there? No, not like that. We already know that you cannot bring anything native to the Lostbelt outside it, right? No, this is a simple matter of earthbound coordinates. India has everything we currently lack, so you're going to go there to get it all in one fell swoop. Is that not right, Captain? We are all done making adjustments and attachments over here. All you have to do now is personally activate the Anorex Phantasm in India and attach it. Yes, I'll go with them. It'll be several months since I started helping out with the border's maintenance. It might be as slow as a sea turtle, but I can't help but have some affection for it after all this time. And I know the Phantasm needs to be activated very carefully, with a precise ritual, and only at particular coordinates. I don't know if we can even use it at a Lostbelt or not, but we'll never know unless we try. That's it, I'm the one who's going to decide what it becomes. That part is non-negotiable. And if I decide it's going to be work, I'm going to come back on my own. Got that, Sion? Oh, if it's not going to work, okay. Sure, as your master, I'm okay with that, though I seriously doubt you are capable of being so heartless. Huh. What are you talking about? We're talking about my coming along with you to India. I thought you already had been told about that. Da Vinci, do you remember seeing a steel pyramid-shaped object somewhere around the dock? Well, it's mine. I'd like you to store it in the border for me. In the worst case, we can use it as a shield. Oh, you mean that weird-looking thing that almost seems like a part from a car body kit? Ah, is that the Arnomox Phantasm thing you were just talking about? Yeah, it's not much use for a mermaid that can swim around the ocean freely, though. Huh. I can't say I know what it is you're talking about, but the more servants around who can keep me safe, the better. Aw, thanks. Anyway, glad to be here, everybody. Oh, and don't worry about my seat. I already installed one for me. It only takes up half a manure space. We're giving this man a booster seat. Whoa, really? That means Captain's gonna be sitting right next to me. This is my big chance to show him what I'm made of. I can't wait to get started. Alright, but is that our only objective in India? Does this mean we don't have to cut down the tree of emptiness? Happy New Year! Glitch. No, you will definitely be needing to eliminate the Indian Lostbelt while you're there, given that it seems to be indirectly responsible for the recent race shift incident. Oh, wait, you? Is it a 1 or 2 terabyte? That's a huge difference. The Indian Lostbelt. There is a very good chance that these histories that were pruned away after they were deemed unnecessary contain significant and unprecedented threats. Okay, now you're ready for a buckshot roulette. I have determined that we cannot leave this Lostbelt be just because it is low on our list of priorities. Besides, there's still so much we do not know, and not just about the trees of emptiness. And you get to use the other one as data now. So you have 1 terabyte OS and 512 like external. What is going on with the cryptors? Who are the alter egos claiming to be disciples of the foreign gods? Every Lostbelt we investigate provides us with more data. Yeah, you have 2 drives now, right? You have a terabyte and a 512. Is that how it goes? Paragon, MASH, Da Vinci, Kordov, Familiar. You have 3. What's the other one? As the one supervising the command room, and as someone personally wishing for your success, there is something I wish to say. You need to eliminate every Lostbelt. We have no choice but to fight, regardless of how painful that choice is. Yeah. Well, what are those 2 C drives? What data storage capacity are they? You need to eliminate them both to improve our chances of victory during the inevitable climatic confrontation. and to return human history to its proper place. Unless those are like partitions. Yeah, you have 2 drives. It's a 512. Oh yeah, so it's a 512 into a primary and a recovery partition, plus the new one. See y'all. Whoops, scratch that. I should know better than to get overly serious before you have to even head it out on a mission. I'm sure we will run into more than enough trouble in the Lostbelt, so we should at least try to enjoy ourselves while we are in the base. Alright, that is all for now. Please make sure to review the particulars of this mission on your mobile devices. This order will commence at dawn. Be sure to get plenty of sleep and come to the dock by the time we agreed on. Roger that. She's just sleeping in the hallway. Is she sleep standing? Oh, Paragon, what's up? We have less than 6 hours until the mission starts. You just head back to your room and get some rest. Alright, let me boost this just a little too. I feel like it needs to get that up a notch, like there. Maybe a little higher than that. Alright, like this. And crank that one up a little. Okay, there you go. That's much like it. More like it. I doubt we'll have many chances to get full night's sleep once we're in the Lostbelt. Who knows when you'll get another chance to stay in the bed that doesn't rock. You might want to check your watch. It's already time. Have I been sleeping or standing up this whole time? Oops. I didn't really want to go back to my workshop, so I guess I ended up resting my eyes first a little longer than I meant to. Well, I feel silly. Anyway, go on and head down to the dock. I'll catch up with you guys soon. Where did she get those roller skates? Oh, so she went up in a higher ascension now. As I had thought, Da Vinci's having some operational difficulties. When did you get here? I have been behind you for some time. You must have been so focused on Da Vinci that you didn't notice. In any case, this is a good chance to tell you this. You can't let Da Vinci push herself too much. Oh wait, I don't want to babysit 2 people now. MASH and Da Vinci? She is doing everything Leonardo da Vinci would be doing, but while in a much smaller body. That obviously puts tremendous strain on her now. You must be aware of that. She may have inherited Leonardo da Vinci's duties, but she is a pseudo-servant, just like MASH's. We may differ in format, but she and I are very similar. I understand how she is feeling. No, scratch that. I do not know how she is feeling. Da Vinci is so strong. Neja. I said too much. My apologies. So please, keep this between us. Promise. I am coming along to the Indian Lostbelt. I hope we can continue to get along. That's alright. I think I have 2 Nejas. Glad to have you once again. Understood. I promise I will not let you down. That said, the jewel in my chest is acting up a bit. I don't think this has ever happened to me before. The Indian Lostbelt is a very bad place. Every part of my spirit origin is warning me not to go. Even so, every Lostbelt is dangerous. I am the crown, Prince Neja. I must not back down from a challenge. If things go bad, I know you will help me. I'm sure I have nothing to worry about. Let's go, the others are waiting. Off to India we go. The first thing I'll have is naan bread. Oh man, sorry I'm late. I can't believe it took so long to get ready. It looks like you're all here. Then let's begin the final rundown. Your destination is Indian Lostbelt. Your objective is to help Captain gain experience, power up the Shadow Border, explore the Indian Lostbelt, and ultimately eliminate it. Oh yeah! Captain and I will handle the Shadow Border side of the thing, so please do not concern yourselves with that. What I would like you to focus on, Paragon, is cutting down the Indian Tree of Emptiness. I estimate you should have room in the border to fit about 20 days worth of supplies. While the Aeronax Phantasm will be loaded onto the hangar as supplemental equipment, you will not need to account for it in battle, as it is not meant for offensive purposes. I take it we'll be summoning reinforcements, servants within the Lostbelt again, as we have done thus far. Correct. From here, you will need to travel across void space to get close to the Indian Lostbelt. And from there, you will need to immediately undergo another zero cell in order to make your way inside. Consecutive zero cells are draining, even for servants, and Da Vinci's protection safeguards can only do so much. So I think it is best if we keep no more than 3 servants on standby and the border. Then, no matter how many servants we went over to our side in the future, we'll only be able to take 3 of them into Lostbelt with us. That is how it works, yes. I'm not saying we can never send more than 3 if we really have to, but the servants summoned inside Lostbelt are more powerful anyway. Just calling our modern day servants weak. So when you get there, I would like you to secure a ley line and use Mash's holy relic to form contracts with new heroic spirits, just as you have in the other Lostbelts. Alright then, as the Wandering Sea Command Room's supervisor, I have an order for those of you on the field team. As of this moment, Novum Caldia will be transitioning to its first battle position. Field team, go ahead and board the border, starting with Paragon. Once I have confirmed all of your vitals are green, you'll begin a zero cell and officially commence Order Lostbelt No.4 along with the sub-order Horned Monster. Make sure you all give it everything you have, and I look forward to your safe return. Alright, so far that was the quickest narrative ever. Normally these things take oh yeah, here's like an hour of exposition. You're not going anywhere, buddy. But now that was pretty half hour for beginning. It was not that bad. They fluffed it up with a recap though. I'll say that much. Oh wait, now I have the wait, this was the normal one I had, right? Now Robo Gear. Wait, what? Wait, what? Oh man, forget that guy, man. That guy's gonna stay on roll for a while. They just kicked me out into that part. This guy, Mr. Greg. I'll tell you what. If I get Lily or Anger Manyu and the friendship point summon, I'll throw a multi in there. But that'll be at the end of the stream. We'll have to see. Alright. Let's see. Yeah. Wait, did it just loop? It just looped, didn't it? Wait, this is, wait, it's the same thing, right? What? Okay, wait, let me just confirm and then loop. Yeah. Yeah, this is loop. Alright, skip. That was odd. Alright. So, time to read it again. It's too late for that now. I was like, I got first multi-part, I'm going to use them? Oh, lucky. No, that's looping it, man. Goodness. They heard me. They was like, oh, he's right. It only took a half hour to read that. Alright, loop it again. Make sure that's an hour. Alright. Let's go in there. Where to set out. Darn. They just like to, hey, you got all this stuff now. I should probably fold someone up. All these foes I have here. Let me see what's over here. All these foes, man. Okay, let me throw this foe onto someone. Goodness. That's probably the easiest way to get rid of all that. Alright, here we go. A pretty good looper. Oh, yesterday I was making all types of jokes, right? Because I know a little bit of background on his stuff, because I was informed that he used to be like Karen's admirer, or Karen, that Valentine girl. And we're like, oh yeah, you want to get Kotikire? Put Karen in the front, you know. That'll make him show up to pay the child support, right? So, or you can put like what was the other anger mind you guy that stopped him there? Oh, wait, let me see. We're gonna go over to. I need to follow her up, right? Okay, she's 1,000. Where is? I probably don't. I gotta think. Who do I want to follow up out of everyone here? Oh wait, is she fold up? She's fold up too. Wow. There's a lot of people who's fold up around here. I gotta think who else I use so frequently. Oh, I know. I still have those 2K thing too, and it's super great. 2x too. I could burn a couple of XP cards here. First, let me get rid of this real quick, like that. That brings us to 1980. We're getting there. And she the daughter kid. I thought Karen was like the other. They have like children or something like that. I forgot how that worked. Oh wait, let me see. I think I have all the good servants like fold up. Yeah, like I have these people up here. She's Kira's kid? Karen? What? Oh wow. Okay. Let me see. We have HP and attack enhancement that's not at like this level. Alright, so they say choose one of these guys. Oh, dang, I didn't know. Okay, my bad. I had the story messed up. Okay, let's see. Out of all these right here, the one most worthy of the foe, I use this Da Vinci a lot more than this other Da Vinci. I don't know. That's what my friend told me, but like I probably misinterpreted that one. Yeah, I used Ruler Da Vinci more than the other Da Vinci. So you get the foes. And then give her this other foe. Okay. Let me think who else I do it. But on Saito, he needs to wait. He needs to wait for like 2 more lost spells, and then I was like, okay, it's time to bring out the Saito. I don't think I have any other good contenders here for foe. Yeah, his time will shine in a couple lost spells from now. I use her for farming sometimes. Actually, I could justify giving her foe here, to be honest. Let me give her some foe. Take this foe. That way she can actually hit. Oh wait, I give her some more. Okay, she can hit a little harder. Grill her too. Oh wait, I don't know if I have enough grills for all that now. I forgot. I guess I got a good amount of her because I was going for a certain unit. I forgot which unit it was, but then she kept popping up. I said, fine then. She's like, you don't want that unit, you want this unit. I said, okay. Alright, let's burn these up too. Still burning them. She's better than the 5-star rate up. Yeah, that's why I forgot which 5-star was that was the rate up. If I remember correctly, she's like MP2. Let me look at what MP she's on. Yeah, she's MP2. And I don't think I got that 5-star that was rated up, or maybe it was Bargus and her. I can't remember. Dang, I still have like 700 plus of this other stuff. Well, at least I brought down the. Dang, I barely made a dent on the other. Okay, so now it's the craft essence. Get rid of these real quick. All right, we're good. Yeah, no, we're good. We're freed from the inventory management. Section 1. Where to set out. I had to get rid of so many foes. They were just running around rampant. Activating Paper Moon. Initiating Planet. Planet navigational chart +/- convergence. Commencing shadow borders docking sequence into reality boundary. Proper human history resemblance C. Lostbelt No.4. Firing existence verification tethered into reality of space. Anchor point at heroic spirits. Virtual nautical chart confirmed. 0 cell complete. Emerging into reality space. Reality space anchor secured. Reality verification complete. Establishing shadow borders existence within Lostbelt. 0 cell return successful. Good. We made it back to reality space. Oh. Oh. That violent shaking never gets any easier. Are you okay, Paragon? This emergence felt a lot like the one in Scandinavia. You don't say. You got a good instinct, Paragon. Ah, not so fast. Just take a look at how adeptly I'm carrying myself. Why? I'm the very picture of dignity. 0 cell is no worse than a drive in the rain for me. Surely all that rattling must have been a dreadful sight, more difficult for a freshly summoned servant who's never left that lukewarm base of yours. No? I feel quite as powerless as a krill, one already in a whale's stomach as that. But never mind, so long as I am at sea, even the most violent upheaval is as a gentle breeze to me. If anyone should be worried about getting seasick, it's you guys. This ship could and should be much more comfortable. In particular, I like to add a bit more in the way of padding to my cushions. A good captain must always take care of his crew. After all, had I known how uncomfortable these chairs were, I would have prioritized making improvements. Hey, I'm glad to work together to keep the border systems in good shape. But I'm not about to let you go tinkering with tiny things like that on your own anytime soon. Even something as small as changing the air freshener we use in the bathroom could lead to fighting among the staff. That's why a lot of bathrooms are fragrance-free now. I'm actually being a lot more considerate of everyone on board with you. Might you think, you know? That is good to hear, but this is the sort of problem that should have been addressed in the planning stages of creating this vessel. You might have the most advanced vessel in the world, but it will do you little good if your crew's in too low spirits to make proper use of it. Right now, this guy's like OSHA right now. He's like, listen, these chairs suck, your bathroom sucks, terrible fragrance in there, change it. He's being that guy right now. I guess the previous Da Vinci had no idea how difficult a voyage at sea could be. Oh, ouch. Well, you got me there. The last version of me was a genius, but she was definitely kind of insensitive about things like that. Still, she did make this amazingly capable armored vehicle back when nobody had any idea what was going to happen. I'd say that more than gets me off the hook for overlooking little things like cushions. Quite so, the next time we build a vehicle, we'll be sure to pay more attention to creature comforts. In the meantime, we have made our way through the storm wall and are now inside the Indian Lostbelt. We should begin by assessing our surroundings. First things first, Mr. Manure, can you see this Lostbelt's tree of emptiness? Yeah, I think that's over there. I can see something far off in the southeast. So, it has already taken root, as I suspected. Furthermore, it appears to have already grown considerably. But unlike in China and Scandinavia, at least we know where to find it. That should save us a good deal of time. Then let's go. Cut it down. Right now. Just like that? Are all Chinese robots so bold? No, that would be too dangerous. The tree's very far away, and I doubt the enemy had simply left it undefended. Oh yes, that reminds me. I'm aware we have yet to define this term for our current circumstances. But there is almost certainly another enemy we will need to face here. Given what we have seen thus far, there's an excellent chance that there's a cryptor assigned to this Lostbelt, and a king who has been ruling it since prior to the cryptor's arrival. It is therefore in our best interest to gather as much information as we can before we prepare to face them. While this particular tree of emptiness does seem to have grown considerably, it also appears to be in fairly stable state. So we do not seem to be under any immediate pressure. Of course, if things should take a sudden turn for the worse, we will have no choice but to act. But for the time being, it should be safe to prioritize investigating this Lostbelt. Whatever steps we take next, we should begin by getting to the bottom of this case. That is, this unknown history. Yes, quite. Very well. We will start by gathering information. It's important to know exactly what sort of dangers one is up against, after all. I see. Understood. For now. Alright, let's see if there's anything else of interest around here. Huh, what's that? It would seem there's something else visible to the naked eye here. Something a fair distance from the tree of emptiness in its own right. Fascinating. It's a square. What the hell is that? Is it natural? Man-made? Hurry up and scan it, man. I'm working on it. Come on. It's no use. I can't get a read on it with anything. It's like it's deflecting any attempts to scan it. I thought it might be some sort of magecraft based structure, but if it doesn't show up on magical energy scans, perhaps it isn't. It seems all we can do is barely make it out with our eyes. Which would mean that, empirically speaking, we can't even be sure it is truly there. I suppose one possible explanation is that we are all just seeing things. You mean a mass hallucination, as in a vision from space, warm hospitality, a frightening girl. Ah, my head. Please calm down, Director. I'm sure that was just Holmes trying to make a joke. Well, at any rate, the only thing we can say for sure at this point is that we have no idea as to what's going on. Though I do wonder if this may have anything to do with that mysterious girl we saw near Russia's Tree of Emptiness, in the sense that we could also see her despite being unable to observe her with any instrumentation. Then again, I suppose she did technically appear as a sort of blank spot on our sensors. Huh. Regardless, we still have far too little information to work with, so there's nothing to be gained from drawing conclusions now. I guess we might be able to get some readings if we got in close. I can't say I'm thrilled about the idea of getting near that thing, but if you want to head over there and try. Don't be daft. Why would we try to go inside that thing when we don't know the first thing about it? Why, if something were to happen to the border, or to me, mankind's last hopes will be dashed for good. No, our first order of business is to ensure our surroundings are safe, and then to ensure I'm safe. Isn't that right, technical and administrative advisors? You're not wrong. Lostbelts do have their own populations, so we know there's got to be a town around somewhere. I can't tell yet if there's one thing that giant cube or anywhere else nearby. But whatever we find one, we shouldn't get too close to it in the border. Remember what happened in China? So if we're prioritizing information and supplies, I think we should start by looking for a campsite. Luckily, the environmental readings are all stable, so we can assume we're safe enough to focus on keeping a low profile. I'd rather not use the camo function if we can help it, since it's a major resource hog. Now, where's a good out-of-the-way place we could hide the border around here? Ah, that rocky mountain over there looks promising. Alright, we should probably decide on our plan of attack here, just to make sure. How's the device holding up? The Arnox Phantasm is quiet as a pace of coral. It's not about to wake up anytime soon. I was afraid of this. Even if we get to the coordinates now, I won't be able to do the ritual to activate as long as this Lostbelt is here. So we won't be able to use your fancy new device or update the border until we get rid of this Lostbelt. I thought that might be the case, but that doesn't make it any less sucky. What did you expect? One can hardly hope to win first prize without taking part in the race. We will need to cut off this Lostbelt sooner or later, so if anything, this only helps simplify matters. Indeed, now as usual, my duty is to defend the border, seeing as it's the last bastion of hope for mankind and all. Paragon and Mash, are you two on our field team? You'll be working, well, in the field. Given that this will be the fourth Lostbelt you investigated, you should be old hands at it by now. Understood. Yes, sir. I'll be sure to stay alert when we're in the field. Like I said before, the environment here is a lot more stable than it was in Russia or Scandinavia. It's similar to China's climate in a lot of ways, but in addition to the physical heat and humidity, there's also a high concentration of mana in the air here. That means you won't be able to use the portable stealth devices I gave you in China, just so you're aware. Still, at least we know you won't need to use the Olaris boards or any other special transport equipment here. Yeah, no need for like ski boards. So you won't have to worry about that. Yes, ma'am. Good. Just the sort of enthusiasm I like to see. However, one can't live on enthusiasm alone. Having just two of you out in the field is a risk I would rather not take. So the servants who will accompany you on your investigation shall be... Sorry, I think that is a sensible decision, but I can't accompany them. I was not sent here as a combatant. Were I to try to fight alongside Paragon, I would just get in his way. My job is to make improvements on this vessel. I may not yet be able to do so, but there's still a lot of foundational work I can begin now. The first thing I'm going to focus on is improving this bridge's shock absorption. As I said, these cushions leave quite a lot to be desired. So he's going to work on comfort first. Hey, I was planning to get to them when I had time, you know. Uh-oh, we have two butting heads on the ship now. Of course, I will accompany them. I have some connection to India as well. I am sure I can be useful. Right. India has historically been close with China, where they called it Shanshu. I'm sure you're familiar with it. Thank you, Neja. I'm very reassured knowing you'll be there to help us. Nonetheless, Neja alone simply won't be enough. They said I had a quota of 3 servants, so Neja plus two others. I think it excludes Mash. Da Vinci needs to remain here on standby, so that she can operate the border at a moment's notice, if necessary. And Holmes needs to stay so that he can make full use of the border's instruments while he analyzes our findings. Suffice to say, Paragon, that you will need to bolster your fighting force if you are to carry out your investigation. To do so, you will have to try summoning new servants in the field. It's a shame that Alice Institute servant wasn't more accommodating, but there's nothing we can do about that. I see Gordy's in a really good mood now that he has another servant staying behind who can keep him safe. I agree you'll need to start by summoning new servants, but as they say, every cloud has a silver lining. And this particular summoning has 2 of them. First off, electricity. Thanks to Sion, we have another disposable booster you can use, like you did in China. She said it's called a void cell. I gotta say, the Alice Institute comes up with some really interesting stuff sometimes. As a refresher, just hook it up to Mash's shield and it will provide all the resources you need for the summon. Unfortunately, thanks to all the time it took to make everything, it's only got enough juice for 2 servants. And that's all you need. That's appropriate too. But hey, it's still way better than flying a kite in the storm, right? Second, I already found a place perfect ley line for summoning, and it's very well within walking distance. Oh yeah, I remember that. They had to fly that kite at the top of a snowy mountain, and they was like, alright, summon something. That was strange. Alright. And Scandinavia. I concur. Once you have bolstered your forces there, you can begin investigating our surrounding in earnest. Understood. We'll make sure to do that. Well, no time like the present. Let's go. Vote. You sure you're okay with this, Gordy? What do you mean? Oh, you know, I just figured you'd want to say, hold it. I'm the director, and I give orders around here. Or something like that. Oh. Well, I will admit I did come up with a few authoritative directives ahead of time. But I ultimately decided they weren't necessary, given how this Lostbelt seems fairly peaceful. And if there's no point in saying them, well, why waste my breath? It's only good sense. Of course, there's a point to them. They're very important. Go on, Gordy. Hurry up and say something. Oh, well, if you insist, it's not too late. Hold it. You're forgetting something pivotal. What's that? How are we going to communicate? Your commander's orders, of course. We can't start an operation without them. Go on now. Line up. Back straight. Never mind. The salute. Just listen up. Paragon, as the captain of the Shadow Border and director of Chaldea, here are your orders. You are to investigate the Lostbelt spreading across Indian land, and to find a means of felling that tree of emptiness as soon as possible. In addition to eliminating the Lostbelt, and protecting Earth from this invasion. You are also to secure a path that will enable us to further modify and evolve the Shadow Border. Oh yeah, that was obvious right there. On it. That's more like it. When a mission is especially difficult, that's when you need to send them off with the high hopes. We're really coming into our own as a team. I think we even give the old Caldi a run for his money. Now the last director, Solomon, that was the better one. He was the better director. Not this Gordy guy. Samasar Genesis Intermius. Yuga Shitera. Oh, such green pastures. The land looks nice. The climate looks temperate. The theme is nice as well. Off to a good start. 1190. Oh wait, this is 11,900. What? Oh, I was way in the future. Alright, let's go in there. Oh my goodness. If I start this, we won't be done until 2 hours later. I don't know if I should start this today. Maybe just keep the exposition going, right? Yeah, because that amount of nodes is serious. And this is a battle in it too. Yeah, it's a battle as well. What I could do, I could start this next week. And then next week, this will be like a 2.5 to 3 hours. Yeah, this is like, this whole node is 3 hours. Like, or 2.5 to 3 hours. That's probably crazy. Alright. Let's just roll. Maybe do half, but then like the continuity gets lost. Or I do half, I was like, what's going on? Alright, let's do a friendship point something and see what we get. I don't even know which direction to go. So wait, is this faster if I go here? Alright. Let's see what we get here. So if I get Lily or Angamanyu, we'll do a multi for that Kire guy. Alright, what comes to the door? Nope, none of that. Alright, we'll pass on him. We'll pass on that man. So I guess this stream was just to establish the Lostbelt narrative. It wasn't too bad. Next week will be an extremely long stream. Probably 2.5 to 3 hours. No scam. It'll be very long. So I appreciate you all stopping by to the stream. And hopefully see you next time. Adios. Bye bye.